What's up, guys? BALLTMAX here again, doing a video on who I think has the best Miami Cuban links. We're going to look at the companies that I've reviewed. Obviously, there's a lot of companies that make Miami Cuban links. Not going to be covering all of them. Probably not even covering 10% of them, honestly, because there's so many of them. But we'll go over the companies that I've purchased from. And then I'll go over, who I think has the best ones. We got Gus Villa, we got Lasvillas Jewelry, Harlembling, Saintsgold, Uverly, Goldzenn. Might be one or two others that we'll go over. So before I do, make sure you like and subscribe. And I'll say this is opinion based, so don't get your panties in a bunch if I don't pick a company that, you agree on. Like I said, it's just my opinion, so don't worry. But we'll look at, the links, see who's got the tightest ones.
That's what she said. Or he said.
Best durability, which ones hold up the best, which ones, don't have links that flip a lot. So, but yeah, let's see who has the best Miami Cuban links out of the companies I've reviewed. Alright guys, here are some of the Miami Cuban links we're going to be going over. Obviously, I can't do every company, so, we're not going to have Daniel Jewelry Inc. We're not going to have CMG. We're not going to have Jacoji. I'm sure there's other ones that I'm not mentioning. Gold Fever. There's probably a bunch more, but these are the ones we're going over. So we'll look at the first one here. And once again, guys, this is opinion based. So, I'm not an expert or anything. I do know a thing or two, but, I wouldn't say that I'm a professional expert on these Cuban links, but I do know what looks good. So first we'll look at this Goldzenn joint. This is a 6mm. Has a lobster clasp. I think most of his are lobster clasp. I would rather have the figure 8 box lock, box clasp. Just because it's just a little more secure. This one's actually diamond cut, which is, come on camera, which is very hard to find, a diamond cut Miami Cuban silver chain, that is. I've looked around and this is the only place I've found one, so it's one benefit to Goldzenn, but he has great quality. The links though aren't as tight as certain or other companies. That's kind of the new wave, is the tight links. That's what people like, and I see why. It looks good. But this is a 6mm from Goldzenn. Let's look at the silver ones first. Next is one of my best ones, I would say. This is an 8mm 999 silver from Harlembling. Since the light I'm using is yellow, it looks like it's, tarnishing, but it's not. Let me see if I have a different color we can do. No, that is yellow. There we go. It's not as bad. But these have super tight links. And it hangs really straight. You can just take my word for it. It's really hard to get it, do the hang straight on camera. But it hangs straight, tight links, has a great clasp. I'd say this is definitely up there as far as quality for silver Miami Cubans, and it is $9.99. It's got a great clasp on it, very durable. One thing that's a con though of this, that's negative, is it takes a long time for you to get this. So Harlembling doesn't make them themselves, they send it out, and they're handmade by a guy in Florida. So it can take, quite a while to get this after you order it, a month or so. So keep that in mind. I have another one from Harlembling, and I've shown these before in my videos, and I've done YouTube shorts. This is a 925 silver one, not 999. It's an Italian made Miami Cuban link. Decent quality, I would say. The box clasp isn't as good as the 9991. The links aren't very tight, which, you know, is the new. You want to have those tight links for the, you know, that's just kind of what's in. But it still looks great. I still recommend it. Isn't too badly priced on their website. One issue though is I've had, since the links are so far apart, is that I've had these flip on me, the links themselves. And thank goodness for Cubano, he has a video on how to fix that. So I think I had 4 or 5 that had flipped over the last, you know, 6-7 months of owning this, and then I was able to fix it. It's a lot harder to fix them on tighter links though, a lot harder. But it is doable. Maybe I'll make a video on that as well. But, you know, this is a 10 millimeter. If I didn't, the 999 one, that's an 8 millimeter, and these measure over. This one's almost 10.5. The 8 millimeters almost 8.5. So that's a definite benefit of getting these Cubans from those guys, from Harlembling. This is probably one of the best Cubans makers out there. Now, I haven't gotten them from every company, but Gus Villa is the man. They make them great tight links. This is a 14 millimeter. It's actually like 14 3/4, and it weighed 30 grams more than what it said on their website. It's 950 silver. It needs to get polished up a little bit. You can see there's some scratch marks and stuff, but overall this thing is a beast, and it is probably the largest millimeter I would go with. You know, other people like the big, you know, 20 or larger. That's too big for me.
That's what she said.
Excuse me?
That's what she said.
14 is, you know, and this one's, honestly, some companies would say this was 15 millimeters, because like I said, it's like 14.5 or larger in some areas. Very tight links. You know, I have yet to have one flip on me on this guy, that's for sure. Let's see if we can, come on. I mean, there's not much room in between those links. Come on, sorry guys. Hold on. Not much room at all. So it's a very tight link. Probably, is probably the best silver Miami Cuban I own. This 8 millimeter by Harlembling is great too, but they don't make them. This came in a week. I mean, that is, or a little over a week. That is super fast. You know, from order to, you know, shipped to, you know, in your house. That's amazing. Because these are handmade, and they make them themselves. Gus Villa does. If you don't, I recommend you follow them, because they show a lot of cool videos where they make them. Now this guy, we'll get to the gold ones here. This is a 13 millimeter diamond cut. This is a Monaco chain, so it's not a real Miami Cuban. You can see the holes there. I've done videos on this chain plenty of times, but one great thing about this chain, even though it's hollow, it has held up amazing. None of the links have flipped on it, no dents, still hangs straight, still shines like crazy. The clasp is unique, and I love it. It holds up great. It's probably one of my favorite clasps you can get. It still has a great sound, you know. So I bought this one from Bayam Jewelry. You can get them from other companies. So I would say it's the Monaco chain. I'm not going to say a Bayam Jewelry chain, because it's from the Monaco line. Okay, now we'll move on to my solid gold Lasvillas Jewelry 10 millimeter 10 karat bracelet. This thing is one of my favorite pieces I own, but the links, they're not, you know, I wouldn't say that they're open very much, but they're not super tight. They're not super tight links. They do dip these, the 10 carats. You can ask him not to, just to give you more of that, you know, natural gold color. It's pretty much worn off. I've had it about almost a year. But this thing's held up great, guys, as far as quality and durability. Clasp still snaps. Well, it didn't there, but there you go. You heard that. And the figure 8 still snap really good. Clasp has held up great after a year of use. I wear it a lot, and it's a great piece. Would I say they're the best? I don't think I would. I would say they're up there. They're a great quality. They have really good prices. That's kind of why I got it from them. But let's move on to my 7mm from Uverly. Tight links, guys. Tight links. Great quality. Hold, you know, has a, you know, nice hang to it. The clasp is really good. Has a good snap to it. Can't see. You know, the figure 8s still are great. 14 karat, solid. Uverly is a kind of a slept-on company. They don't do much advertising like these other companies do. They don't make these themselves either. I think they have another guy make them. Kind of like Harlembling, where, like I said, Gus Villa, they make them in-house. So, you know, great quality. They don't make them themselves. It took a few weeks to get. I think it's about 3 or 4. So, but I would recommend them for sure. They have decent prices. All right, now we're gonna go to my 6mm from Saintsgold. Great quality. Tight links. This one's white gold, 14 karat. I don't think they make them themselves, but it is a quick shipping. You know, I got this for in a couple days, and it measures. You know, all of these is measured over, so nothing, you know, measured under. The silver ones though measure quite a bit over. You know, silver's like 1/15 the price of gold, so you know they do that. But it looks great. We can compare it to the 6mm Luke Zion joint. Now the Luke Zion one is a little larger because, like I said, with silver, you know, they can do that. But it definitely, you can see, it has tighter links. So, and it has the lobster clasp. Or not, the Luke Zion has the lobster clasp. This has the box lock, which, you know, has held up great. Of course, it zooms out right when I do that. Still snaps really good. Alright, last but not least, and sorry, I didn't mean for this video to go so long, is the Goldzenn's 5mm Miami Cuban link 14 karat. Tight links. I believe it's made in Italy though. The larger ones they sell, they make, you know, I don't know if they make it at their actual shop, but they make them themselves. One issue I've had with this is I've had a few of the links flip over, and god damn is it hard to flip them back over being at 5mm. I've had some issues with that, but besides that, it's great. It hangs straight, has a great shine, and I would highly recommend Goldzenn. They have good prices. So, alright, well, I've shown you all of them. I'll rate them now. So, as for silver Miami Cubans, Gus Villa. For gold Miami Cubans, Gus Villa. I haven't got one from them yet, but I'm assuming it's going to be just like this one. So, and they make it in-house, you know, and they get it shipped out really quick. I would say Goldzenn, Saintsgold, and Lasvillas Jewelry, and Uverly second, you know, and the Harlembling 999. Those would come in second to this guy. I would think. I can't rate these from, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because I think, you know, all those ones I put second are great. you know, great quality, but I just believe Gus Villa, he is the man when it comes to Miami Cubans, man. I really do. So, well, hopefully that was informative, can help you in your next purchase of a Miami Cuban link. Like I said, I didn't mean for this video to go so long, but I wanted to, you know, discuss each one of these with you. Like I said, there's, you know, Daniel Jewelry Inc. I haven't done CM Jewelry. There's quite a few Miami Cuban link companies that make them that I haven't you know, reviewed yet. But out of the ones that I have, let's see, the Luke Zion, Harlembling. So 8 companies here, you know, I gave you what I thought was number 1 and what, you know, compares second. So, but no offense to the other companies, I didn't put 1 or 2. They're great too, but in all caps, that's my opinion. So, but appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you guys on my next video. Have a good one. Later.